time to get down some business. Hey guys. Oh, we're back with a podcast episode of Are We Nerds with your favorite host, Emily and
Emily.
It's a very special episode to us. We're going to be talking about one of our favorite animes, probably of all time.
Mm-hmm.
At least right now.
I don't ever see it not being one of my favorite series of all time.
It's about pirates. Not just any pirates. The coolest pirates. It's about One Piece. We're talking One Piece today. Which is going to be great. Because it was just One Piece Day.
Yeah. And we did a One Piece episode last year, but One Piece is the kind of series you have to do an episode every year. Every week, even.
Happens.
Every week. Every day. Every minute.
Every day One Piece is breaking the internet.
As it should.
Period.
As it should.
As it should. Because Oda, genius.
Genius.
He's crazy. The anime has been really great so far. Like, I've really been enjoying it. I'm glad I caught back up to One Piece because Wano right now, especially with the things that are being animated, I'm just like remembering from reading the manga. I'm just like, I'm not done with the latest episode. I have 6 minutes left. But I know what happens, so it's not like anything where I'm just like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't finish it before we recorded. I'm just like, because next week's episode, is that next week? Next week's episode.
No, it is next week. Because Friday's the 4th.
You know why I'm confused? I haven't erased the dates on my calendar, so I'm still a week behind.
Because I was like, I'm supposed to go on a day trip on the day that the One Piece episode is coming out. Because I wanted to, like, host, not a party, but, like, I kind of wanted to do, like, a One Piece watch thing at my house, which would literally just be you, me, and Nathan, because we're the only people who watch One Piece. Well, because, like, we could invite, like, other people, but the thing is they don't, like, live in the area.
Right.
Or they live, like...
So.
It's just, like... So, literally... Because of all of our friends, it's just... us two. And then of other people in our life, it's just Nathan. And, like... Oh, no, actually, that's not true, because, like, all of our friends... watch One Piece. Not all of them, but like Ryan, Nick. Actually, I could do a One Piece watch party now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, a lot of them watch it, but I don't know if they're caught up.
No, they're caught up.
I was just talking to Juan the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And he's one of the people that got me into One Piece, right? But he was sending me all the spoilers for, I guess... I mean, it's not really spoilers. It's all over the internet. The Gear 5, he's been sending me the Gear 5 figures that are going to be coming out. Like, the big ones, and then, like, the small little ones. And I'm just like, I need those right now. They're so cute. And there's, like, 5 variations of the small ones. I was like, I need them all. Anyways, besides the point. He was asking me where, I think he, like, kind of watches dub. I was confused with this whole thing. Because he was asking me where he could watch... the dub.
No, I think he watches the thing, at least last time I talked to him about it. I only really talked to Juan about Pokemon. We talk about Pokemon like every day now, which is great. I love it. But I remember he was caught up with it manga-wise, but like anime-wise, like Lily and him are watching it together, and so they were still at Dressrosa when I was like caught up.
Yeah, they're definitely in Wano now. But no, I don't think they've reached the thousands yet. But he was just like, I'm going to watch at least the Gear 5 episode. Which I was like, yes, duh. You should. But I was like saying, if anything, you should probably watch the episode before. Because, like, you know, it'll build up. Because you see Luffy defeated by Kaido. And, you know, you're like, yeah, pumped. Because as an anime or... as a manga reader, you're just like, I know he gets back up. But, like, watching it and then having it connect to the Gear 5 episode, I'm like, that's just so hype. That's just, I'm so excited. I'm kind of scared of it coming out because the internet's gonna break. Like, Crunchyroll's gonna crash.
I know, and that's the thing is, like, I really want to do, like, I really just want to have, like, people over and have, like, because everyone I know that's super into One Piece has, like, a One Piece cosplay. I just, like, want to get into our One Piece cosplays and just, like, watch the movie. Not the movie. It's basically a movie. It's a 25-minute movie for me, okay?
I'm just so excited to see it happen. It's just, I'm ready for it. And the sneak peek trailer of it was so good. Just the way that Luffy was laughing.
Oh my god, her voice acting is so incredible. I was watching a video of her, like, recording it, and all of the people were just like, wow. Like, you just blew it out of the water. Like, surpassed our expectations. I was like, of course she did! Queen!
Did you see the, like, I guess there was an interview that happened where they're, like, talking to one of the main directors for the episode?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there's a lot of people that put a lot of work into just this one episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the question was, like, asking about, like, who was in the meeting about the Gear 5 episode and all that type of stuff. And the guy was saying that there was, like, 4 different languages being spoken.
Yeah, I did see that.
In this meeting. And he's like, people all around the world, like, care about One Piece. And I was like,
as they should.
One Piece is that girl.
One Piece really is that girl. Okay.
Here's my thing. Everyone that says that One Piece is too long and then, like, gets into One Piece, they regret ever saying that, because then they're just like, I need more One Piece. And I can attest to this because, 1, you see it all over the internet, people saying that. And then 2, I was that girl. I was saying, One Piece is too long, I'm not going to start it. I'm not going to watch it right now. But then, you know, life happened, world falling apart, and I said, you know what, let me hyperfixate on an anime that's over 1,000 episodes. And I did. And now, here we are. I have a big-ass Jolly Roger in my room. I got a tattoo. I got the manga. I got an ace hat. I cosplay One Piece. Like, what the... They really rope you in with this series. Because, I mean, 1, because it's really good. 2, witchcraft. I don't know. Something about it, just, like...
They just put a little sparkle in it.
Just draws people in and, like, latches onto them. And then, like, you can't let go. Like, how could you stop watching One Piece when you literally have the question of, like, what is the One Piece? I need to know what the One Piece is.
Yeah.
How could you stop?
I think the day One Piece ends will be, like, one of the saddest days of my life.
I'll cry.
I am gonna cry. I already know.
I'm not afraid to cry.
Girl, I cry all the time. Anyway.
I cry all the time over fictional stuff. It's gonna happen. Speaking about One Piece, I was watching the full trailer, like a couple days after it came out. I didn't really want to watch it on my phone. I feel like trying to watch trailers on my phone or, like, my laptop is just...
Of the live action?
I need the big TV. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so, I finally sat down and I watched it. And my dad's, like, behind me, like, at the kitchen table. And I just finished watching it. And he has his headphones. He goes, wait, is that the One Piece anime, the trailer? Like, you know, he's just stuttering over his stuff. And I was like, yeah, I mean, do you want me to play the trailer again? And he goes, play it again. So, and I was like, I don't mind, because I kind of wanted to rewatch it. So I played it, he's watching it, and he's just like, it finished, and he goes, I'd go see that. And I was just like, well, good thing that it's on Netflix, and it's not a movie. So, he's down to watch it. He said he was really interested in the trailer. He said it looked good, which is a lot of words for him. You know.
Oh, I know.
Because usually he's just silent.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is pretty good. I'm telling you, witchcraft, like One Piece, it just draws people in.
Yeah.
And Alejandro started One Piece. I love living through people that are, like, at the beginning of One Piece. And then, like, will just text you updates about, like, their journey through it. Because I'm just, like, it makes my heart just, I love seeing it. I love seeing them complain. I love seeing them, like, say characters are funny. Like, they like Zoro. Usopp is a coward, but he's hilarious. I'm just like, yes, you get it. You get it. It's just so good. The Church of One Piece. It's just...
Yeah, I'm going to start my own religion, and it's going to be the religion of One Piece. The religion of the sun god!
Nika.
But what we're doing mainly, I feel like we haven't even said what we're mainly doing in this episode. What we're mainly doing in this episode is we're going to ranking all of the 27 arcs. There are some, like, little arcs that have, like, 2 episodes that we didn't include, and we didn't include the filler arcs. But these are, like, the main arcs. If I have more than 4 episodes, or 3, it's in here.
Yes.
Okay.
So I start
with
one.
With your 27. We're going to go from the bottom up.
Okay. Amazon Lily is my 27th.
What?
Okay, listen, I was going through all of these, and I was like, I literally do not care. I think the characters in Amazon Lily are great, but the fact that it went from, like, Sabani to, Luffy got boinged away, and he just dropped an Amazon Lily when the whole crew just got separated, and, like, shit's going down, and he's stuck in Amazon Lily. It's just, I couldn't care less. I was like, he needs to get back. Love Boa, though. She's great.
So my
I know this is going to be controversial.
I strongly disagree. I can see your perspective, but I strongly disagree. For many reasons, which I'll talk about when I get to the ranking of where I have Amazon Lily. But my number 27 is Little Garden.
That's close to the bottom for me.
The reason, here's the thing. I don't dislike any of the One Piece arcs. And my ranking is not which is the best arc to which is the worst arc. It's the arc that I enjoyed the most to the arc I enjoyed the least. I really enjoyed Little Garden. But when I think of all the other arcs, it's just the one I remember least about. So that's why I have it there.
Right. Mm-hmm. Same for me. My 26th choice is Logtown. Smoker was cool. You got a glimpse of Dragon, but, like, really it. And they're just the importance of, it's the town where Goldie Roger was executed.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Man's dead. What? That's not the point anymore.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Well,
the One Piece is the point.
It's funny that you have Logtown as 26 because I also have Logtown as 26. For exactly the same reasons. Cool. Like, it's cool, but again, I don't dislike any One Piece arc. So this isn't me being like, I despise this arc, it's so bad. No, like, it's important. The thing about One Piece is every single arc is important, and something important happens in every single arc. But yeah, Logtown.
See, now, with Logtown, if you knew that Dragon was Luffy's dad at that point, and he saved him from Smoker, I think it would be a little higher up, just because of the emotional, like, feeling, I guess, which doesn't even really count because he left him.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't really matter that much, actually, but it's just, I guess that would be
I just think it's so funny that, like, Luffy's relationship with his dad, like, when we found out who his dad was, he was just like, oh yeah, like, because he, like, knew, and everyone was like,
yeah,
like, what, how could you not share this information? He was like, I didn't think it was important.
It doesn't matter. But, I mean, at that point, you know that he was in charge of the revolutionary, like, army. So yeah. They're just like, why was he rescuing Luffy? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
What's special about Luffy at this point? But yeah.
He's his
25
son.
for me. Who is he? What is he? Next, 25. I have Little Garden. I just thought the Giants were funny. I put them above the other two just because of stuff that's happening in the manga. But that's it.
We're on 25, right?
Yes.
My 25 is Syrup Village. Most of my bottom arcs are the ones we meet the Straw Hats in, and obviously I love the Straw Hats and I love getting to meet them, but I wasn't really too invested in the villain in Syrup Village.
Yeah.
With like his like Wolverine ass claws. Like I just didn't really care at all. I like was more invested in Usopp and his like hometown girl getting together than I was the villain ever. So that's why I have it there.
Right. At number 4, I have Jaya.
4.
24. 24. I have Jaya. It's just kind of up there, like still at the bottom because it was okay, but like up there because that's when they meet Blackbeard, or when we meet Blackbeard for the first time. Robin and this joins the crew, part 1. It's before Skypiea, so I mean, I don't know. Robin's cool. It's like literally just because of Robin. And then I guess Blackbeard.
Yeah.
But that's it.
My 24 is... Hold on. I want to make sure that I'm... Okay, yeah. Orange Town.
Huh?
I mean, I love me some Nami. It's like, the thing is these arcs aren't, like I keep saying this and I keep wanting to emphasize this, but like these arcs aren't bad. It's just like they're just arcs that are better.
Right.
So yeah. Okay. That's fine.
At 23, I have Drum Island. 1, we meet Chopper at Drum Island. I cried during this arc. Because of his backstory. We meet the cool doctor lady.
She's so badass.
And there's funny moments in there. I laugh at this scene every time. It's when Usopp and Luffy are bowing to the bears, and then they pass a super big lady, and they mistake her for one of the bears that they had to bow to, and they bow at her.
That shit is so funny.
Like, the humor and the comedy, the Straw Hat behavior in pre-time skip is just so funny to me. So.
I love the Straw Hats. Pre-time skip One Piece has such a special place in my heart.
It's just so good.
Okay, my 23 is... Actually, let me look up how to say this, because I got a lot of hate with how I said this on TikTok. So,
I don't even remember how you said it.
I said it like Barati. What are you saying?
Well, like, that's how it's spelled.
I don't understand. I can't even find them. Like, I don't understand why me saying Barati was so controversial, but it literally had the TikTok girlies, and actually it wasn't the girlies, it was the men, going after my throat.
They're like, she has to die.
They literally were like, how can you be, like, this isn't even an exaggeration. It was like, how can you be so fucking stupid? It's like, y'all, like, calm down. So, but we meet Sanji. We love Sanji. It's cool. It's great. Guy. He's a great guy. Next.
At my 22, I have the Reverie arc. I liked it. Good cliffhanger. But it's just not my favorite of what we got.
Yeah.
but it was cool. It was cool. It was cool. That's it.
All right. At my 22, we have Drum Island. You meet Chopper. You meet the super badass doctor. Moving on.
Mm-hmm. Speaking about it, if they're doing live action stuff when we get to that point, I hope Jamie Lee Curtis plays the doctor lady. Please. I need this casting to happen. It has to happen. I think she reads One Piece.
Yeah.
Or is like a One Piece fan. She would fit this role so well, so. There we go. My 21, I got Water 7. It's pretty low. It's literally because Usopp was so annoying in this arc. I was like, let it go. Let her go. Going Mary needs to retire. She's gotta go. Love her. I cried over her. But she needs to go. So, I just remember being so annoyed. But I love the whole Robin going missing. Well, not missing. She left. But I love that. Zoro and Luffy being stuck. It's just so stupid. And then, what else happened? Oh, it's like funny stuff too, where like, you know, Luffy throws the case on accident, and then Usopp and Nami like fall into the river trying to get it, but then they forget that Luffy has like the gum no whatever, and he stretches and gets it. Like, there's just a lot of funny stuff. Oh, and Frankie.
I can't believe you have it that
Frankie.
low.
I know, it's really just because of Usopp, but like,
That's criminal. It being that low is actually criminal. So I'm going to cut you off now because I just disagree. At my 21, okay, this one might be a little controversial to people, but I have Romance Dawn. The very first arc of One Piece. Obviously, it's super important. We love Luffy. We love the start of the series. The iconic Shanks giving Luffy his hat. My 21 and 20 could be interchangeable, but that's where my gut told me to put it, so I put it there.
that's crazy, because you're gonna be like, where you see mine, you're gonna be like, why is it that high up? Be like, anyways.
I understand. I just had
This
other
is
arcs
gonna-
that I like better.
For the next, like, 3, this is going to follow, like, a chain of meeting characters that are important in the Straw Hats. But at my 20, we got Syrup Village. Thought Zoro was pretty active this arc. I liked the funny moments in this. Meeting Usopp was good. The villain was a little funky, I will say. The other part of the crew, that Michael Jackson moonwalking dude, like, what? Like, it was just funny. It was stupid. It was goofy. Is it that important of an arc? No, we meet Usopp though. Like, he joins the crew. Like you said, I was very invested in Usopp and then the village girl. and the butler dude being the cat guy, and him like taking advantage of this sick girl. I was just like, oh, how dare he? But yeah, that's my 20.
Okay. My 20 is Jaya. I think it's really important because we meet Blackbeard, and, you know, we have Robin. I don't really have anything else to say. Jaya.
The whole gender thing too.
Yeah.
That could be like that moment. That could be really important later on, because we still don't really know much about Blackbeard or how he's taking these devil fruits and stuff. I think we don't know that.
Mm-mm.
We don't know that still, right?
Mm-mm.
See, it's been so long. I'm just like, what do we know? I don't know.
No, we don't. We don't.
At number 19, we got the controversial Bugatti, whatever, Sanji's arc, his intro. I got that at my 19, just because Sanji and Zoro at the get-go were just at each other's throats. I just love that. His whole backstory thing in this arc too was very and when he is leaving and he just bows and thanks the chef dude and he's like crying, I was like, he's a man, because he just let his emotions go, and I was just like, that's my chef. So yeah, whatever it's called, that's my 19.
Okay, my 19 is Thriller Bark. I was expecting more of a reaction from you. That's why I paused. I like Thriller Bark. I really do. I love the outfit Robin's wearing in this arc is one of my favorites. It does have the one thing that was stopping me, because the only thing, okay, I love Thriller Bark. It's really good. But compared to other arcs, it's not my favorite overall. But the thing that was stopping me, and it feels wrong to have it so low, is because of Zoro's iconic moment in Thriller Bark. Like, that alone could really put Thriller Bark super high up on the list. But when I had a really hard time making this list, by the way. When I was comparing, like, yeah, there were specific moments that I like in specific arcs more than others, but I was just comparing how much I enjoyed watching the arc for the first time all the way through. And Thriller Bark, it's really good. I enjoyed watching it, but besides the Zoro moment, it's good. The Zoro moment's what really makes it, like,
it's another really funny arc.
It's very funny. The Zoro moment is really what makes it, like, fantastic and great. But that comes at the end, and it's such a short moment that I will say, like, that moment in One Piece is one of my favorite moments ever in the series. But just, if we're just talking about the arc as a whole, that's why it's at my number 19. I feel like I'm defending this really hard, but I do love that moment a lot. It's just... Yeah.
My number 18, Orange Town. I got it up there because Nami, I have her above meeting the others because I liked her introduction. Just because you see, I think in Orange Town, she kind of like, she steals stuff from Zoro and Luffy's, like, little ship stuff, right?
I think so.
She, like, goes missing again.
It's been too long since I watched it.
I was just like, what's their deal? Like, I just remember being like, what is her deal? Like, I knew because, you know, I've been on the anime side of, like, social media for a while, so I know she's part of the crew for, like, a long time. So I was just like, what is her issue? Oh, she's traumatized. So, like, I was really intrigued with her as a character and how she was going to become part of the crew. Yeah. And I liked her introduction. Sad backstory. Yeah, I just like Nami. So she's up there. So I felt bad about putting character introduction arcs, like, at the bottom of my list. At the very bottom, because I was just like, the part of the crew, like, you know, it's their intro stuff. Like, it's important. So they're still pretty low. Like, definitely not in my top 10, but they're, like, not at the very bottom.
Yeah.
So I had to put them there.
At my number 18, I have Impel Down. Impel Down just felt like it was never ending. I know you really love Impel Down. It's one of your favorites. I remember when I was watching it telling you, like, it's not my favorite arc. And you would be, like, so upset that I said that. It just feels like it's very silly. It's funny. It's goofy. It's fun. It's interesting. It just, for me,
things are happening.
Because I knew it was like, because I knew what was about to go down. I was like, all right, let's speed it up. Let's get to the point, guys. Like, come on. That's why
chop.
That's why Impel Down felt like it was never ending when I was watching it. So that's why I have Impel Down there.
Yeah. I will say that's a downside to Impel Down. Like, it was good, but it was really long.
Yeah, that's why.
Like,
it's
really
not,
long.
like, again, with these arcs, none of these arcs are bad. It's just, like, when I was watching it, I was literally miserable because I was like, just escape the fucking prison. I was like, bring him out. Bring him all out.
Just
why are we doing this again? Why are we in this situation again? I was getting so annoyed. But Bon Clay, real MVP of Impel Down, for sure.
He is an honorary straw hat, for real. Like, love him.
Yes.
You might hate me for this, for my 17.
I feel like I know exactly what you're going to say. Oh, no, I don't hate you for that.
Okay, cool. Because I was just like, I don't know if she's going to hate me for having a low because, like, Law.
No. Law is the only reason I have it higher than this
Like, Punk Hazard was just, like... Like, you know... Like, what even happened? Caesar, I mean, he had a goofy laugh. He looks weird. But, like, what really happened? Like, what really happened at Punk Hazard? Nah, this is a genuine question, because I'm just like...
well... Law killed someone. There's that.
I mean, yeah.
And then also, like, you meet... It's, like, the start of really the Wano arc, because you meet... Like, their whole thing is that they need to find his son, even though, like, now we know he's not his son. And, like, you meet all of those people. And I just will... My favorite moment of... what's the name of this arc again?
Punk Hazard?
My favorite part of Punk Hazard is when they're writing that, like, drawn-on animal, and then Robin starts crying, saying goodbye to it.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. My favorite parts of Punk Hazard was when Chopper was just, like, he couldn't walk because he ate one of his, like, the ball things, and, like, he was immobilized. And so he's on top of Law's head. And Law is just like...
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe that the Straw Hats they're putting him through.
It's so
I like
cute.
that all the characters were, like, mixed up.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember how that happened, though. But they were mixed up. And then I like when Usopp's telling Luffy, like, you can't just trust a pirate. Or, like, Robin said this, like, you can't just trust a pirate or something. Like, treaties don't really work out well, or stuff like that. And then Luffy goes to Law, he's like, are you going to betray me? And Law goes, no. And then Luffy's like, see? Like,
it's one
it's
of
just
the
so stupid.
It's one of the arcs in post time skip. It's probably the silliest arc post time skip.
Yeah.
Which I love.
Shit. Like, it's great.
I love. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's my 17.
On my 17, I actually have Reverie. I only have it that high because mostly of things that are happening in the manga. And Reverie is just it's a short arc, but it turns out to be very important in the series. And I'll just leave it at that. So 17 is Reverie for me.
My number 16, Return to Sabari, because everyone is finally back together. We got a scary Luffy moment when Usopp's asking about what the One Piece is to Rayleigh, and, like, he yells at him, like, Luffy yells at Usopp. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
Because you don't really see him being serious like that around his crew a lot. So I was just like, oop. Gonna remember that moment. Yeah, everyone's back together. Obviously, Zoro gets lost. It's just a thing. It's really just high up here because everyone's back together again after all the traumatic things that we've been through the last couple hundred episodes. So yeah, that's it.
My number 16 is Amazon Lily. Because I just love Boa so much. And also, you learn more about, like, the slaves that the, what are they called? Those
the celestial
stupid,
dragons.
the stupid ass motherfuckers, the celestial dragons.
Those bastards.
Yeah, you learn more about that, and also the story about how, like, Boa and her sisters really, like, escaped that. And also Boa just being in love with Luffy is so funny, and it's really, like, it's where he finds out that Ace is about to, like, be killed. So, that's why I have it so high up. And it's just, one of my favorite scenes is, like, Luffy being butt-ass naked, and then, like, him being in that jail cell, and all the women are like, what's that? Like, what's that? One of my favorite
He's just standing there
moments.
like this.
It's just, it's such a funny arc, but it's also serious, and you get so much information in it, but you also get Boa, and Boa is such a baddie, and we love Boa. We are Boa stans in this house. So, yeah.
For lifers.
For lifers, for sure. I love Boa.
We love her. Alright, my number 15. I got Zoe.
Oh! Well, my
Zoe,
number 15
Zhao?
is also...
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What's his name? Reiko?
Girl, I don't know.
We meet him. A lot of the samurai, one of the samurai, he's a ninja. We meet him. They're reunited with, wow, names. Like, what the heck?
I don't know any of their...
Anyways, they're reunited with the Wano samurais. I'm only remembering Momonosuke's name.
I couldn't even remember Momonosuke's name earlier.
Intro to Whole Cake. We got that transition thing there because Sanji decides to leave
the crew.
to go to Whole Cake. Like, because he doesn't want the people, like, endangering his crew, which is just so... I like the animals. The animal people are cool. I forget their whole tribe name, but, like, they're all really cool. Like, I love Rabbit, the rabbit girl.
Carrot.
Wow, we're just really blanking on names right now. But, like, it's been almost a year since I watched this arc, so...
Carrot. Her name is Carrot. You cosplayed her.
Carrot. I love her.
You cosplayed her.
She's so funny. I did. What time? I don't know. It's just, like, it was fun to watch. I liked meeting everyone. That's really it. I just liked it better than the other stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's, yeah.
Oh, wait. Do your number 14, because I had the same number 15.
Oh, Dressrosa.
Mm.
I got it low down there because, like we were saying with other arcs, this one just dragged on and on and would never end. And it was just pissing me off because I felt like it was homework and it was a chore to watch One Piece during this arc. Really good arc. It's a good arc if you think about it overall. Zoro's in a suit. Pika with a funny voice. That was hilarious. Doflamingo and his family. Really cool villains, like Law's backstory.
Yeah.
Emo. Makes me so freaking emo. Trying to think what else I really liked about Dressrosa. I didn't really like the princess. That's what I meant. I thought she was kind of annoying. I will say that. Overall, she's cool. Zoro in a suit.
I'm so dead. Okay, well, my number 14 is the post-war arc. I don't have much to say. I love the post-war arc. There we go. My neck's also starting to hurt, so I'm like...
Mine 13, Fishman Island. I love Jinbei. He is that guy. He is that fish man. Another annoying princess.
That's what I was gonna say earlier, is
her.
like you hate all the princesses in One Piece.
No, I love Vivi.
Oh yeah.
I love Vivi. She's cool. I didn't like the voice actor. It's just too, like, whiny sounding to me that every time she talked, I was like... Also, she's a big baby.
She's been sheltered her whole life.
I know.
Because she's a
I
weapon.
love her mom. I know. She's very important.
You're like,
But
she's
I
a
loved
big
her
baby.
mom.
I'm like, well, she's literally a, like, ancient weapon, and she's, like, been sheltered her whole life.
Yeah. I liked how Luffy
I'd be a
would yell at her,
crybaby,
though.
too.
He's like, get a grip. And she's like... I love their whole dynamic. I love the underlying issues that were addressed. Not even underlying. There was a lot of issues addressed
Yes.
in this arc.
Yes.
Racism, slavery, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Government being horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. And it was exciting to see where the fishmen come from, because it was like a throwback to Arlong Park.
Yes.
And Arlong's crew. So that was fun. But yeah. Fishman Island, that's my number 13.
My number 13 is Punk Hazard. Law. That's all I got to say. Law. Half of these I don't even go fully in depth into because, like, you have already gone. I don't have much to add to what you said, but all I have to say about Punk Hazard is Law. That is all.
Period. My number 12 is Romance Dawn. I got it up there just because we meet Luffy. It's the first arc. Kobe. Love Kobe. Shanks. You know, it just sets the whole story. That's why it's up there. But yeah, number 12 is Romance Dawn.
My number 12 is Dressrosa. It just dragged on for fucking ever. That fight with Doflamingo, I was like, how is he going to get out of this? And then it would just repeat over and over and over again. And I was getting so annoyed. Also, I don't understand the whole big baby, like, men's thing with, like, the big baby guy. Like, men love him, and I just don't get it. Every man I know that watches One Piece is, like, obsessed with him, and I just don't... Like, someone enlighten me. I just don't understand.
He dresses like that because they had a kid, I think. And the kid died or something like that.
Yeah, but I still
can't
don't
remember.
understand...
But it's the only time that she'll smile is when he's wearing that.
Yes, but I still don't understand men's obsession with him.
And him fighting Frankie and then Frankie just... It's just...
Anyway, I'll never understand, but that's my number 12.
My number 11, and why this is pretty high up, I got the post-war arc.
Mm-hmm.
Because, one, if this point is in the post-war arc, I think it is, it's when Luffy is with Jinbei and he, escapes from Law's ship, and he's just running around, and Jinbei's, giving him the real deal.
Yeah.
They're talking real. And then Jinbei, I can't remember exactly what he says to him, but something basically along the lines of, what are you living for? Or, what, because he's distraught that his brother died.
Mm-hmm.
And he just says the iconic, I have my friends.
Yeah.
And especially in the manga when it has the whole panel surrounding him, and it's just, everyone. I'm just
Yeah.
But also him going back to Marineford and, having the 3D2Y thing, and then him doing a memorial for his brother and Whitebeard. Iconic. It's just so good. So post-war.
My number 11, all the way up, I have cried in every single one of these arcs. Real tears. Except for one of them, I think. But I've cried real tears in all of these arcs. Okay? Number 11, I have Fishman Island. I love Fishman Island. I really love the themes in the arc. We learn a lot about the racism that the fishmen go through, and I love the queen, and I love how she's attempting to really just mend things together. I cried a lot when she died, which was very surprising for me, but I did cry when she died. And also, the animation-wise, it's just beautiful. It's the first arc we have post-time skip besides Return to Sabari, and it's beautiful. Them being undersea, under the water, it's just beautiful. So
We're all back together.
yes, and Jinbei. We love Jinbei.
Jinbei. He's so rude.
Mm-hmm.
We're finally entering the top 10, y'all.
Oh, God.
Okay, number 10. I have Skypiea.
Mm-hmm.
First intro to the Nika,
yes,
or Nika god.
Yes.
Very important. I like Skypia. Everyone's always just like, I skip Skypia, or like, like you can skip Skypia or some Skypia. I'm like, no.
Girl, you cannot skip.
You're crazy.
You cannot skip
I really liked
Skypia.
it. Maybe that's because like anthropology, archaeology, like it's site ruins, like lost civilization, stuff like that. I really enjoyed it. I like the whole backstory thing between the people that I'm forgetting their names, but what I'm talking about, and the listeners probably know what I'm talking about, but I like that whole backstory. I liked Robin. Chopper guarding the ship is hilarious. Zorro doing the whole Tarzan scream. Zorro in the blue tank top. Are we kidding? Like, everyone is so cool. And they dance with wolves around a fire. Like, what could you not like about Skypia? But yeah, it's very important. And it's going to be very important. I'm pretty sure in upcoming stuff in the manga. Because, like, the dots are connecting very fast. So, that's my number 10.
Cool. My number 10 is Sawbody. One of the saddest arcs in One Piece. That whole ending with, like, Luffy crying and feeling helpless because he can't help his friends because they're all disappearing. But then also, like, later on we figure out, like, it was for the best and, like, it's for them to work and grow on themselves. I adore this arc. We meet Law for the first time. We meet a lot of the worst generation. I love this arc so much. It's only number 10 because it made me cry a ridiculous amount that I was dehydrated.
Real.
So. And I wasn't
So
expecting it because at least, like, when Ace died, I knew that was coming. With this, I had no idea this was coming. So it made me, like, actually fucking sad.
All caps.
Yes. I was in Spain without
number
the
9?
S.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I was there with you. My number 9 is Arlong Park. I think I have it up again, like, up this high because of the live action stuff. It's just made me, like, excited for it. Like, and I just remember really liking it. The whole Nami thing. Luffy putting the hat on Nami. Like, Nami has a crazy moment. She's stabbing her tattoo.
Oh, such a good moment.
It's ridiculous. Like, it was pretty hardcore for, like, beginning stuff. Like, first 100 episodes or whatnot. So,
yes.
I really like it.
I have for number 7, Return to... Oh, wait, no. Sorry. Number 9. I have Return to Sawbody. It's just so hype. Seeing all the Straw Hats come back, seeing them reunite, also seeing the fake Straw Hats and the fact that, like, their voice actors, like, voice the other, like, another Straw Hat for the fake Straw Hats, and then, like, Chopper fully believing it's the real Straw Hats. It's just, like, silly, goofy. You see how strong everyone's gotten, and I just adore everything about Return to Sawbody.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I'm so excited to see everyone just together again. Number 8, Thriller Bark. This was so funny. This arc was so funny to me. It was just ridiculous. The villains had goofy laughs. I love Corona.
Yeah.
I loved her devil fruit power, where she just made everyone feel worthless. I just thought that was so funny. And especially Usopp when he gets hit by the ghost, but he doesn't go down because he's like, I'm worthless. Like, I was like, that's so funny. I don't know why, but I would love to cosplay her. Like,
yeah.
I think that'd be so fun. Her, like, Thriller Bark, or her outfit when she's, like, living with Mihawk.
You should do that for Anime Weekend.
I could. It'd be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Thriller Bark. The zombies were funny. Luffy pushing the zombie back down to the ground, like, silence. It's just ridiculous. But it's really up here because of Zoro's moment.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Ugh.
And the fact that Sanji still kept it to himself. Like, he didn't say nothing. Like, he still has not said anything. Like, that's just real. That is... Yeah. Even though they don't act like friends, obviously they're friends.
They're
their
for
crewmates.
lifers.
That was a real moment between them. For lifers. Like,
Yes.
I love that moment.
My number 8 is Arlong Park. I love Arlong Park, and it's up here. It's up here this high. I just remember really enjoying it when I was watching it, but then also it's up here this high because Nami's one of my favorite characters, and the moment that Nami's crying and she looks at Luffy and says, "Help me," and Luffy puts his straw hat on her is one of my favorite moments that's ever happened in One Piece. So it really, like, that moment left such an impact on me, so it has to be number 8 for me.
It's so good. It's so good. My number 7, we got Alabasta. I love this arc. I love Vivi. I love her duck thing, whatever it is. I love just the whole crew doing their thing in Alabasta. I can't really remember, like, exactly what happened. I remember the banana crocodiles.
We meet
and
Ace.
The funny scene. We meet Ace, though he was looking goofy. I was just like, But we meet Ace.
Yes, we do meet Ace.
Everyone looks so good in their, like, Alabasta desert outfits. First big, like, villain.
Yeah.
Because Crocodile's part of the, was he a warlord?
Yeah.
He was a warlord. Yeah, okay, yeah. He's a warlord. This was the first moment where we were like, how is Luffy gonna get out of this? I feel like it was just crazy. And it helped stack onto me, like, being fully invested into One Piece. But yeah. Vivi, the whole X on the hand thing. And
so good. My number 7 is Skypiea. I don't really have much to add to what Emily said, but this arc is just so insanely important for the whole story of One Piece that I just don't understand how people skip it at all. Also, fucking Chopper guarding the ship is so funny. And then Luffy's song. I love everything.
Dana doesn't watch One Piece, but she knows that song. We will sing that song.
I love everything about Skypiea. So Skypiea, number 7.
So good. At number 6, we got Impel Down. Buggy. Bonclay. And I'm forgetting her name. Oh my god. She's co-workers with Dragon.
Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Oh, what's her name?
I don't know their name.
This is gonna ruin me.
I don't even have an idea.
No.
Oh
anyway.
God, girl, my neck's hurting.
What is the...
Y'all know who we're talking
Ivanka.
about. Yeah, I was like, y'all know who she's talking about, right? Like,
Okay. So good. So great. Luffy is desperate. You're seeing him try to get to the bottom of this level. He gets to the bottom. Ace isn't even there anymore. Like, we went through all that for Ace to not be there. But anyways, he frees Jinbei, so that's important. I just loved him working with Buggy. That was so good. Bonclay's sacrifice. And him just, like, his final message to Luffy. So heart-wrenching. The way they enter into Marineford, where the ship's just falling from the sky. Like, it's just so good. It literally just sets up for Marineford. But yeah, that's my number 6.
Okay, my number 6 is Water 7. It just sets up one of my favorite arcs of the whole series so well. How could I not love it? Come on, it's Robin. Like, this is like the start of her arc. which will be NES Lobby coming up soon. We meet Frankie. I love everything about Water 7. Also, I would love to live in a town where I could, like, take a little boat as transportation just everywhere. Like, that's awesome.
Ideal town.
Yes.
Free public transportation.
Exactly.
We're entering the top 5 now. My
Ah!
number 5. Whole Cake Island. Sanji's for real backstory this time. Oh my god. Tragic. Love that little Sanji's voice actor is Chopper's voice actor, because that just made it worse for me, because I was just like, like, it was heart-wrenching. Luffy refusing to eat because it's not Sanji's food. Like, how could that not just, like, hurt your heart? And just to see him, like, literally, like, starving on, like, the field, and them fighting each other, Nami slapping Sanji, like, it's so emo. It hurts so good. That is what Whole Cake Island is. Fighting Big Mom, she's like one of the, what's the title?
Emperor of the Sea.
There's too many titles. She's one of the Emperors of the Sea. She's freaky. She reminds me of, like, a Studio Ghibli, like, character, like,
Villain.
the witch from Howl's Moving Castle. Like, freaky. She's weird. Her eating people, like, that, I will say that took me a second to, like, kind of get that, because I was just like, where did they go? And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
She ate him.
But yeah, it's just too good. And Brooke had a really good, like, cool moment in Whole Cake.
Yes.
He did that. He stole that. Like, I was just like, because Brooke was always cool, right? But, like, he stole the poneglyph or whatever, or something. And I was just like, Brooke's that guy. He's that skeleton. But that's my number 5.
My number 5 is Alabasta. Alabasta is an incredible arc. I absolutely adore everything about this arc. I know I keep saying this for all my top 10, but it's true. I love everything about this arc. I love Vivi. I want to cosplay Vivi so bad. I remember this was the first time I found Sanji attractive because he was in that casino. And I was like, yes. Yes, ma'am. Aye, Captain. I mean, you're not a captain. Aye, chef. Everything about it. Also, Crocodile and Luffy's fight. Meeting Ace. The end made me so sad. I remember I cried when Vivi decided to, like, stay and not become a Straw Hat. I adore Alabasta. Probably my favorite arc. Probably my second favorite arc pre-time skip.
My number 4, I'm guessing this is your favorite arc pre-time skip. Ennis Lobby.
Oh, Alabasta's my third favorite arc pre-time skip. No.
Ennis Lobby is my number 4. Ennis Lobby, however people want to say it. Solely because of Robin's line where she says that she wants to live. Like, I get chills every time I hear her say that. Like, it's just so iconic. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they declare war against the government by burning the flag. The Sniper King thing's hilarious. It's so stupid.
So stupid.
The fact that Chopper and Luffy think that that's genuinely, like, a hero that helped them along that way. It's so stupid. But I just love how everyone came for Robin and was just like, you're part of our crew, so we're gonna rescue you, duh.
Yeah.
Like, you're important. It's just so good. I just love everything. And I love Robin.
Yes.
She's the archaeologist.
My number 4 is my second favorite arc pre-time skip. It's Marineford. I adore Marineford. I'm not going to get too deep into it because I already know you're going to get super deep into it, so I'll just let you handle that. But Marineford is my number 4.
My number 3 is Marineford.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get into it. I have never cried so hard over an anime before, and when I watched Ace die and Luffy just like cry so hard that he's like unconsciously crying still, that is ridiculous. Like, it was just so heartbreaking. And like, I kind of knew that Ace was going to die, but the fact that I still knew and I cried like that, that's ridiculous. Like, and the whole fighting thing too, like, if things are looking up, Garp made me so mad. He made me so mad in this arc. I should have probably brought that up during the, oh wait, no. No, I should have brought this up during the post-war arc, but another really great moment during this was, when Dadon is punching Garp. And, like, she's crying, and she's, like, asking him how he could let this happen. Like, you killed Ace, basically, because you did nothing. Like, I remember being so mad about Garp. Luffy's using Conqueror's Hockey. It's just, the way he comes into Marineford, he's just falling out of the sky. He's just kicking everyone's butt. Lots of big players. You're seeing a lot of people that are important in the story, and especially later on, like, are fighting. So, fuck Akainu. I hate him. Like,
as you should.
He's a bitch.
He is a bitch.
Jinbei was a real one. So is Law popping up and taking Luffy away. I'm trying to think about anything else. It's really that. I cried so much. I was dehydrated. I gave myself a migraine from crying so hard. It's just R.I.P. Ace. He's part of the Donut Club. It's just so ridiculous. It's just so stupid. For a daddy joke, like, Oh, and Whitebird was so cool. And he was like, the One Piece! The One Piece is real! I was just like, oh, so good. But yeah.
My number three is one that I also let you get into, is Wano. So.
I'm curious to see what your top two are now, because...
Girl, my top two are...
Am I gonna be shocked?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. Well, my number two is Sabari. I have it as my number two, and I have it above Marineford because of Luffy punching the Celestial Dragon, because I say this all the time. This is when I realized that. I was like, oh my god, like, there's no turning back. I'm in love with One Piece. Like, and people are always just like, especially when they're trying to get into One Piece, when they're like talking to me about it, at least, they're just like, well, everyone always wants to say, when does it start getting good? Like, to me, it was always good. Like, from the beginning, I liked it. But there's a difference between liking something and then genuinely, like, loving something. And this is when, this arc, especially during that scene, when I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Luffy defending Hachi's just desperately on the floor after being shot, still saying, don't do that because he's a celestial dragon. Like, you can't, like, you're gonna get in big trouble. And Luffy just not giving a fuck. And he just comes up. And not even any power, really, like, his gun power.
He just punches him.
Power. He just straight up knocks him out.
Yeah.
The animation for it, the sketch, it was just so good. It's just so great. And also just, this arc is so emo too, with the whole, like you said, everyone disappearing and Luffy at that point, because things were, like, obviously they went through some turmoil, things happened to the crew, stuff like that, but they were never defeated.
Yeah.
At that point, Luffy was defeated. He had no idea what to do. And he was just on the ground crying. And I was crying with him, because I was just like, what the frick are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And it was, everyone disappeared too. That was horrible, but I love it. We meet everyone too, Law, Kid, they all look goofy.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah.
My number two is, it shouldn't come as a shock. It's Enies Lobby.
Okay, yeah.
I adore everything about Enies Lobby. I know I keep saying it, but it's true. Robin is my favorite character in One Piece. Been my favorite character since the day I met her. I love Robin. I love the scene of them shooting down the flag and then Robin screaming, "I want to live." Also, that little, that piece of shit that was, like, the main antagonist, hate him.
He was smacking her.
I wanted to smack him in the face. And also just all the fights that you see with, like, CPO, I think that's her name, are so cool. And just, like, Robin's backstory is so heartbreaking, but so lovely, and I just love Robin.
And we get Gear 2 for the first time.
Yes.
During Ennis Lobby, which is fantastic, because in Wano, which is my number 1, we're going to be getting Gear 5.
Shocker.
My number 1 is Wano, and it's going to be my number 1, because this hasn't even happened yet, but Gear 5 episode is going to literally solidify this as the top. It's just ridiculous what's going on. But the animation in Wano, crazy good. They put so much work and effort into the smallest details of this arc, especially these fights right now. You get a lot of big moments, because they're going up against the strongest, probably, or one of the strongest, Emperors of the Sea, because, I mean, we don't really know about Shanks yet, to be honest. But
I don't know anything.
Him going against Kaido, ridiculous. Like, I don't even know how to explain how it is. It's just, like, unreal. But they put a lot of work into the animation. A lot of sad stuff happened. This is also a really long arc. Like, I think if I was trying to get through Wano, like, binging it like we did with, like, Dressrosa or stuff like that, I think I would also be feeling kind of like, oh my god, this is taking forever. But since, like, we've been kind of watching Wano, like, week to week or whatever, it's been okay. But I think what's happening in Wano and then the animation, like, upgrade, basically, kind of just pushes that, like, irk out of my mind, because this is, like, I'm speechless. I don't know. It's just, it's so good. I just love everything. Everyone looks so cool. Their outfits are great. They're having power-ups. Robin's devil form.
So good.
Zoro versus King. Sanji versus, that dinosaur dude.
Queen.
I'm trying to think about other fights. I love when Chopper became, like, you know, the beast mode, and then he, like, came back, and he was just, like, little shriveled up old. Like,
he's so cute. I freaking love Chopper so much.
So cute. I literally have a picture of him on my phone because of it. But yeah, Odin's backstory, which is, like, forever ago now.
Yeah.
It's just crazy. I love Wano. I love Wano.
I know, that's why I was like, I'm just gonna let Emily talk about it.
And I'm just afraid, because I'm just like, I just know that the rest of One Piece, the other arcs that are coming, like, are gonna replace Wano. Like, I just know that's gonna happen.
My favorite arc, my number 1, is Whole Cake Island.
You know, I was surprised for a second, but I get it. I
adore, like I say with every fucking thing. No wonder people on the internet bully me. I just love Whole Cake Island so much. The fight between Luffy and Sanji made me cry so hard. It made me feel so bad inside. Nami slapping Sanji. We meet Pudding. The whole Germa backstory. Them crashing the wedding. The Katakuri!
I'm just thinking about Pedro now.
Katakuri! Pedro, and then also it's literally probably, it's so good. But the scene in the end of Whole Cake Island where Pudding kisses Sanji, but she takes his memory away from that moment.
I ship Pudding and Sanji.
I love everything about Whole Cake Island. I love the outfits. I love the aesthetic. I love everything about it. Whole Cake Island, my favorite.
Good thing you brought up Katakuri, because I felt like if we talked about Whole Cake Island, both of us, and we didn't bring him up, Adrian would be like, "Where's my boy?"
I love Katakuri.
Where is he? I love him too. I love his outfit.
Mm-hmm.
He's cool. Like, he's probably one of my favorite. I don't really view him as a villain.
He's
I guess
like
he
an
is because, he's
anti-hero.
Yeah,
Not
just,
really. I don't know.
He's in a
He
cool
can do
category.
no wrong. He didn't ask to be born from Big Mom.
And the thing is that at that point, I feel like when they were fighting, Katakuri wasn't even fighting Luffy because, he was attacking, like, Whole Cake Island, like, or attacking his mom. It was literally just guys being dudes, and he's like, "You're strong. You want to fight?" Like, it was literally just giving that basicness of fighting.
Men.
And I was just like, okay, men being men. Like,
just dudes being dudes.
guys being dudes. Wow, that took forever.
That took
That's
forever.
because One Piece is forever.
My neck hurts. My eyes. I know you guys keep noticing that my eyes are like closing. That's because my light is like burning my eyes. So
Yes.
let's wrap this up.
Yeah, we love One Piece. There's no denying it. It's permanently on our body at this point. Like, what can you? I got a big ass flag. It's just, One Piece is that girl. Here's just some One Piece things if you guys haven't seen it from the announcements during One Piece Day, but obviously the live action trailer is out. It looks great. I'm excited to see it. That comes out the 31st, which is also the same day that Shibuya arc for Jujutsu Kaisen starts. So it's
Rude.
double whammy that day. Obviously the Gear 5 sneak peek is out. I've seen stuff about it on TikTok, but I haven't really watched it because I'm like, I want to be surprised. Like, it's not every other TikTok that I see. One Piece movies are coming to Crunchyroll. I only remember 2 of the 3, but Film Red, the Gold movie's coming. I think they're coming July 27th or 26th. I don't know. One of those.
I think the 27th.
They're coming. Ending songs are coming back to One Piece. New opening and ending song for One Piece, which is so exciting because I totally forgot that One Piece had ending songs till they were playing the ones from 17 years ago, and I was like, oh, I love that song.
Right?
I've seen that they have some of the animation for, I think it was the ending scene or the ending song, but I was just like, no, I don't want to see it. I was like, I'm gonna erase that out of my mind because I want to be surprised for when the Gear 5 episode comes out.
Yes.
Which is August 6th. So, am I ready for it? I'm going to say yes, but probably not. I'm going to be freaking out. The internet's going to break. Everyone's going to see it. I'm going to fangirl so hard. The Discord's going to go crazy.
Yes.
We're here for it.
Yes.
But yeah, if you want to go along and rank your One Piece arcs from what you've seen or what you haven't seen or whatever, we would love to see it. We're going to be super active, as in we're filming, vlogging our weeks or whatnot.
Yeah.
Just fun things we're doing, so stay tuned for that. You can follow us on Instagram and our TikTok. That's at Are We Nerds Podcast. You can join our Discord. That link is below. And we hope you enjoyed this One Piece episode. We love One Piece. We love y'all. Nerd on. Thank you for the support. And we'll see y'all soon.
Bye, guys. Thank you.